Welcome back to the Dank Swamp Rebellion. This is part 2, post-Ida coverage.
No, it's...
Dude, one of my employees' trailers, like, the whole thing got lifted. The base was still there.
Yeah.
The toilet was left.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You saw that? You know that picture I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like the whole base of the trailer was there and a toilet.
Yeah.
Toilet was plumbed in good.
Porcelain.
Yeah. But it's so surreal because I remember when I was a kid, not even a kid, but like last year, you passed the floodgate in Golden Meadow, right?
Yeah.
They used to have those huge, those trailers up on those like 20 feet in the air.
That's where Halen.
Yeah, where Halen's from.
There's one.
There's one.
There's one.
Yeah.
left.
There's one left. It's gone.
Oh my God.
You know, like the shrimp sheds, seafood sheds gone, businesses gone, bakeries gone.
I mean, the case point, I mean, we remembered we needed Coke before we got here.
Yeah.
And we only remembered on the cutoff bridge. So we looked over to the Rouse's
Right.
and there's a huge hole in it. And I said, it's open, but not for business.
Yeah.
Well,
You can see
It's
the
open on the wrong end.
well,
the
I mean,
bowling alley on the east side.
Yeah,
If
it's
you're looking at it
completely
from the
gone.
side, you can see all the way through it.
it's gone. Yeah, they're not bringing that back at all.
It would be badass
But-
for laser tag, though.
Yeah.
If they kept, if they kept it just like that.
But but I remember walking up the street and I saw, like, I could not see our roof because the other homes were covering it up, and I'm like, you know, like I'm like, oh my God, it's gone. When I finally get up to the ugly ass thing, I drop to my knees and I start crying because I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it's there.
Something's here.
I mean, the thing is literally on. It's like telephone pole stilts. That's what it's on. I mean, it's sturdy, but I did not expect it to be that strong. Like our shed, completely demolished, and we did have a big gaping hole in the back of our bedroom because I think like a tornado hit it or something threw something into it. But I was just so in that moment. It was real. It was absolutely real, and every day after that, you know, I was spending time at that trailer, cleaning things up, helping people out in the neighborhood. I mean, we had the Red Cross that would come up and down the street just to feed us and hand out, like, box water, canned water. It was, like, the first time I had box and canned water. Did not even know that was a thing.
Same.
We didn't even have... there was no hospital for, about a week?
No.
So, like, you know, if something happened to you, you got injured, you
The hospital's backup generator, the power goes out, backup generator pops on, it blows up and catches fire.
Yeah.
Then the backup generator blows up and catches fire.
Because
Yeah.
there's no
They
power.
were venting people. They were hand venting people in the fucking hallways, man. Like in the stairwells.
Yeah.
They had patients with the doors open so that the wind could go from top to bottom of the stairwell just to keep them ventilated and keep them somewhat cool.
Right.
The crazy thing is I was staying in Raceland, the street by St. Anne. And St. Anne had their patients outside under the tents.
Yeah. Charbel had to do the same thing. They had to transport them somewhere else.
It's just how it had to be. And
these were COVID patients. A lot of these were COVID patients.
A lot. Either it was stacked up with COVID patients or people that hurt themselves trying to do shit during the hurricane.
And even Ashland Jail. Ashland Jail still closed. They had to, all the inmates, that huge parish prison is empty because they had to move all these inmates. They still have an open Ashland Jail.
Good. That place sucks.
Well, just because you spent too many nights there in that drunk tank, you asshole.
But to this day, there are still people living in tents that are running off of generators on my street. Some people are just getting their FEMA trailers. I mean, it's so surreal whenever you literally see somebody's entire home pushed up in a pile to the side of the road waiting for the beach truck to come pick it up. And the friend that I was telling you about, his home, he lives in Berg, where he did. And Berg got completely screwed up.
Yeah, they did.
And, you know, we went to go see his home. And, like, it was like this beautiful, like, home from, like it was like, what do you call it? Like those not gingerbread homes. with that that design from like the 1800s. What am I thinking of?
Colonial?
Kind of. It's like a Victorian look, I guess.
Gingerbread home is where you lure in kids and then you eat them.
That gingerbread cookie cutter.
That's for when you're older.
Design, whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
But it was a don't do that. But it was a beautiful home, man. That. But it completely knocked it off of the legs, and the house just collapsed on itself.
It crumbled, yeah.
Yeah, it was so bad. And the gas line burst. You could smell gas coming out of it and everything. It was bad. It was bad. So he's homeless now.
I do want to say, too, that, like, we're not trying to throw a pity party here.
No.
It's just we haven't been on mic.
We just got to let you know
for
that
so
we're here.
long
We're back.
That we're alive, and we want you to know what happened to us in this time. Now, we don't have Kyle right now. Kyle went through some shit. Goddamn, he went through some shit too. He's working on this thing. He couldn't be with us tonight. Tauzan's busy in school right now, so he's still holding it down. We all alive. We all kicking.
Yep.
And we coming back stronger.
We just some badasses.
I just want you to know that we miss you, listener land.
That's right.
Especially you, India.
And we came right back for you guys.
That's right. We talked about this on the trip here, how we were contemplating if we should let DSR just be what it was and that's it. And we kind of felt that gut feeling that it was like, you better never let this go. Because this is what we built. And this
we
is
identified
how we
that
keep going.
It was only us. It was our own psyche playing with us.
Yeah.
Because of all the other things that are going on. Because when so many negative things are coming your way, sometimes you can side with negativity a lot easier, right?
It's easy.
So we decided to push through that. So we do have some episodes that were back cataloged before Ida. That's still gonna come out. So
this will come out first.
Yeah,
because the boy doesn't need to. And then we'll push out the ones that
so hey thanks.
Thanks.
We'll finish out their episodes. We're as far as the return of Ghost of the Coast, that's that
TBD.
To be determined. A lot of people there's a lot of moving parts in the podcast game. So with everybody kind of having stuff going on right now, we're not exactly sure. We do have some back episodes. But we don't want to hit or miss you guys. We want it to be congruent. So we'll let you guys know shortly, like kind of where that's going. Dre, what is have you been hunting at all lately, or?
I've went hunt a couple times. One of my good friends, I've talked about him on the podcast before, Greg. He recently moved to Florida, and he's an airline pilot, so he's going to work for Delta out there. So we went to have like a goodbye hunt, I guess. And but there is a couple of stories since the hurricane. One of them, I held this when I was working in Grand Isle. I wanted to say this on air. Since the hurricane, so she had a gold coin. Just the coin itself, not being in a necklace, was worth about $3,000 to $4,000. That was a family heirloom. That was for her father, and she was an older lady, maybe in her 60s. She also had, I think her grandpa worked in Africa, so he had a golden necklace with emeralds in it, and the family had fell on hard times, so they pulled some of the emeralds out to pay house note, grocery bills and stuff. So I held this. I have pictures on my Instagram of it. And that was just her cut of the brothers and sisters that she had, and they all lived on Grand Isle. So she had the coin. She had a gold ring with a tiny gold coin in it. She had the big gold medallion that was in a necklace. So all of it together was about $20,000 in gold and jewels. That was just hers. It was in the camp, and there was a safe in the camp for her brothers and sisters, whatever siblings.
So no telling what's in this thing.
No, but the entire camp was devastated from the storm, and everything that she had was in a drawer, and there was a safe that was in the camp, and it's no longer there. They don't know if it washed out to sea. They don't know if it was crumbled with all the crap. And
it sounds like a job for Rattlesnake Drake.
I've actually been to the location, and it's all gone. It's a pile of sand now. So,
damn,
but that's
probably
just
sitting in camp out on the pass out there.
I was about to say.
Well, listen, that's just one story of the stuff that was lost on that island. You know.
No telling what's under there.
No. But,
And the fucked up shit is it's not. Some of it very well could not be very old at all. You know what I mean? Like some really modern stuff.
Yeah.
And I know someone that lives on the Caminata side, and their boathouse, the sheet metal on the side, had stuff stuck into the sheet metal. There was a whole door. It was a freaking like a big metal patio door was stuck into it like a sword. And it's just all this crazy stuff was flying and just sticking into shit.
Shit that would cut you in half.
Yeah.
I left a piece of sheet metal in one of my palm trees. There's about 3 inches of it sticking out, and I can guarantee you there's another 3 inches just by pulling on it and feeling it. But I left that there as a reminder from
Hell yeah.
the devastation. And I recorded a lot of video coming down here because I knew, just by being in kind of the realm that I revolve in, I knew this was like, you needed to record this. So I will be posting on my Facebook page, my Instagram. I have some videos of me coming home, what it looked like, and then the rebuild to my house.
Yeah, we're gonna share that. Absolutely.
So during the storm, the company I work for was demolished. They decided they were going to rebuild, so we got paid that entire time to be off. And in that time, I decided I was going to go work for Anthony at the Cajun Twist, bruh. I went work in the kitchen at the Cajun Twist.
I thought that was the coolest sentence that anyone said so far.
What an awesome experience. Number one, I ate so much freaking food, bruh. But like, so awesome.
Yeah, man. Like
the onion rings.
Amazing.
I remember
Amazing.
you saying that, like, hey, man, I talked to Anthony and I'm going to work at the Twist. I was like, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even do it for the money. I did it because it was fun. And he actually told me that I still have paychecks that I waiting over to be picked up. But I went work at the Twist for a while. And that was a very, very amazing experience just to see how they do everything. Just want to give a shout out to the Twist. New food truck opening down where the old location was.
Just wait till you check that fucker out.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Fire.
You mean that
That big
Besplunk?
that big mother trucker.
That Bespluky.
There's gonna be a cool graphic on it too, and if you see it,
Check it out.
check it out. I think
Somebody had something to do with that.
I might
Yeah.
have seen it somewhere.
So we all still here. A lot of good shit's going on. I want to talk about some other stuff that's not on the menu. Okay, first of all,
Some surprise dish,
this was
chef special.
so during when we got Netflix back after day like 27 or something like that. I finally got me some Netflix. I was watching Hulu, right? And there was a
Wife swap.
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So on Hulu, there was a documentary about Joaquin Phoenix. It's called "I'm Still Here." You know what I'm talking? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a live documentary, and this is after Gladiator, right? When he was making his rap album. Okay, and that's what the rap album was called.
He made a rap album?
He made a rap album.
Okay.
He sure did.
Well, he had.
Boy, did he ever.
So it starts off with him. He's very upset. He's about to lose his house. He's got about his publicist tells him he has about 6 months worth of money left, and then he's gonna have to sell his house, and he's gonna be homeless, and he's broke, and he's trying to call Puff Daddy to get a record deal and all this crap, and he's a nutball. He's coked out, and he has an assistant. His assistant is this 6 foot tall Swedish guy, probably weighs 80 pounds, soaking wet, very skinny, blue eyes. And one of the first scenes, and this is the thing. So to say that I never want to be somewhat famous and get paid that kind of money to be famous, I would never lie and say I wouldn't take the chance. But then there comes a point to when do you lose your mind and you think that you have so much money that outlandish things in life are fun to you? Meaning that him and 5 guys, Joaquin Phoenix and 5 guys, are sitting on a couch while his assistant is standing in front of them, coked out of their minds, buck naked, with a towel in front of his genitalia, a very small towel, and he is whipping the towel back and forth so that his penis would appear and reappear, and these guys are laughing like they're at front row at Louis C.K. Like, this is a game to them, right? And they're having a good time playing this game with Joaquin Phoenix.
You said this is on Hulu?
Go check it out, man.
Okay.
What's it called again?
It's called Joaquin Phoenix, I'm Still Here. So...
Are we sure about that?
Yeah.
Obviously not.
I mean...
He's getting into his role for the Joker.
Okay, well, that does sound like kind of a interesting game, I guess,
I don't know.
to see. I mean,
They talk about they joke about incest on the body and all this crap.
Yeah.
I'm never like one to sit in a room full of dudes and watch like the puppetry of the penis. So he has this thing.
Yeah, you're not famous.
Yeah, that's right. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What point?
Wait
do
till you
get
start
to,
getting bored, and then you're like, man, I got all this money. I don't know. I've done everything already.
God, I gotta pull my penis out.
Let's watch this penis flop behind a towel.
There we go.
A giraffe.
It's called full circle, everyone. This is what you do when you have no money, and this is what you do when you have a shit ton.
I had a friend who used to do a scrotum trick where he would pull his balls from behind his butt, and he'd say, look, it's the goat.
Oh, yeah.
And then he would squeeze it in between his hands and say, now it's the
Lovely.
brain.
Have you seen the Loch Ness? It's when you wrap it around the nuts and you pull up so that it looks like it's
So it
speaking its head out of the water.
It sounds like this has been going on for thousands of years.
Oh, yes. Yes. I believe Waiter documented it very well with the bat wing. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
They never did the baby kangaroo.
Yeah.
That's when you put it all in one package.
You gotta get the pouch. Yeah. The marsupial.
What is it called when you blow raspberries on the scrotum skin? Well, you like get a sheet and you just go.
Hell yeah.
Dangerous?
It's like when you take a piece of plastic and you blow and it's like a really loud whistle.
We're gonna call that one the
Like
Ziploc
blowing on a
bag.
piece of grass.
Yeah. Clarinet reed.
So
I think Tony talked about that when you
Yeah.
just start rolling and you can't stop.
that's right.
Yeah.
So he has this saying, right? When he's pissed off with you, he'll start cussing you out and he loses his shit. Because you know how Coke does. It's got the ups and downs. You're feeling all great.
Yeah.
Call a few hookers. Y'all run a train on each other. The next thing you know, you're coming down. So you're starting to feel angry
Some
and
Nicolas
shit.
Cage shit.
Yeah. Bro, like Nicolas Cage or Hasselhoff type shit, you know? So
The rage.
He has this saying, bro, that he says... When he gets mad, he yells at you and he says, I shit in your mouth. Okay? So he says it over. So he's yelling one night. He goes to this club and he's like, yeah, my name's Joaquin Phoenix. I'm here from Phoenix. And he's trying to rap at this club in Miami and they boo him off the stage. They get back to the hotel room. They're fighting and he's yelling and he says, you stupid motherfucker, I'm Joaquin Phoenix. I shit in your fucking mouth. And then he goes pass out in his room. Because he's all coming down off the coke. So now he's out. Dude, that dude walks in the room on hidden camera, mounts up on that bed. Joaquin Phoenix is laying on his back, mouth wide open, snoring. And he takes a man-sized shit in his mouth. And then runs up to the camera and says... No, I shit in your mouth.
Damn.
And walks out.
What's pink eye of the mouth? Because whatever it is, he got it.
First of all, how famous do you have to be to sign off saying, I'm going to let everybody watch this guy shit in my mouth?
And need it.
Like
you
this
know
is
what
how
I
I'm
mean?
going to pay my house note because
Not
my
very
PA
famous.
just shit
That
in
sounds
my
like a
mouth.
celebrity who's desperate
They
at
don't
that
even-
point. He's so B-rated now that he has to have some dude shit on his mouth
They're
in camera
not
just to
even
get likes.
doing that in the new Jackass movie that's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not.
Because it's already been done.
Yeah. Not funnily.
Bro, what I'm telling you, that was a moment in life that my wife and I looked at each other and said, that didn't just happen. Let's rewind it and watch him shit in his mouth again.
Just to make sure.
First of all,
Did he wipe?
It's a glitch in the
dude,
Matrix.
he dropped trout, shit in his mouth, pulled up his trousers,
You're
and
concerned
left.
if he...
No, he
It's
walked
like-
out rot ass. And then
It's like, forget the fact that he
immediately,
shit in his
the
mouth. Did he
warm
wipe his
poo
ass?
hit his mouth. Joaquin wakes up. What did you do? He starts like trying to fight the dude. There's shit everywhere, dude. And he kicks him out and fires him, whatever. But literally,
taste
dude,
shit.
like, think about all the bad things that have happened in life. COVID, Ida,
Nice.
Hillary
At least
Clinton.
somebody didn't shit in my
First
mouth.
marriage.
Nobody shit in my mouth.
First marriages. Yeah.
That's what this led up to. Think about all the bad things that happened, but at least some British guy didn't shit in your
Yeah,
mouth.
you could always watch.
That's true for most people.
Go watch Joaquin Phoenix. Go watch 1,000-Pound Sisters and watch Wife Swap, and you'll know that your life is 1,000 times better than any of those people. Wife Swap is another crazy one.
Oh, that's been my binge watch on Hulu. I don't know why. I don't know where it got started. But
That's your trash that you're
no,
into?
there's
Are
actually.
you like really enjoying
that's my
it?
well, no, that's my trash right now. Kind of. I kind of enjoy it. It depends on the situation. But one of the families, I don't remember, it was like season 4 or something. But there, if you go Google it, I think it's called like the Stockholm family or something like that. One of the sons, shot the mother and one of his brothers and killed them.
Oh shit.
In the episode?
No, but he did it.
Because that would be way better
That
than
would
that
be way
stupid
better,
episode
but-
that Rattlesnake Dre was on the fucking History Channel.
I still hate that asshole Shelby.
Shit turtle.
whatever.
Yeah, Shelby the Shit Turtle.
I hope the hurricane drowned his ass.
It didn't make it to
Shit
Covington,
turtle.
bro. He's just drowning in his own
I bet he claimed it, though.
vomit.
Well, we can't talk about Book of Fett yet.
No, because I haven't
Because
seen
you know we would be covering it right now.
it. That's right.
Because Cody doesn't have
Have
internet.
To watch it.
And the only reason why he got to watch Netflix is because he went to someone's parking lot and downloaded the shit and brought it back home.
For work, I had to sit in my parking lot a lot. So I actually, at work, and manned the front door, which was crazy. We wasn't allowed to go inside the building while they were
You
contracting.
literally had to watch the front door.
Yeah, so management had to sit at the store all day.
Ugh.
And so I was able to watch the new episodes of F is for Family, and that was it. So,
Which is a great one.
yeah.
And we stand by that episode.
Absolutely.
It's fucking brilliant. There's a ton of media shit that we'll catch up on.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's something marinating for season 3 that just feels right, you know? And every season we change it up. And I guess we could address it here. It seems like an appropriate time.
Well, we also, nobody has heard from Grovant.
Well, dude, I wanted to ask where your uncle's been.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, for real.
But so we always want. It's not odd for him just to go off and not come back.
Or not hear from him.
Okay, like he wasn't even living here for Katrina, and he still evacuated. I'm like, dude, you're living in Lake Charles. Like you don't have to. He's like, yeah, fuck, I'm leaving. He just left.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So we don't know if last we saw he was in a skiff, loaded down to the gills with potted meat and beer. That was right before the hurricane. Now, we don't know if he was heading north or south. We have not seen him.
Where in the world is Grovant Mayer?
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
Is that the new common sense?
And his Obama phone is not on.
Oh,
No.
shit.
So,
Man.
yeah.
So
That
he-
is.
I know he's out there. Hopefully.
Let's hope he's
And-
okay.
People ask how you can be so nonchalant about your one of your family members possibly being dead somewhere. And my answer to that is, at least his twin sister Pilu is still alive, because at least she's the nice one. So, just saying, like, I don't know.
Well, thank God for that.
But
Thank God for that.
my mom is upset. That is, her son. So she is worried. But like she said, he could just be drunk somewhere or just getting high somewhere. He does those kind of things. He evacuates for no reason. One time there was no storm. Evacuated. Bought a bunch of gas and some chili dogs at the D&D and just took off. So
Left in a hurry.
The
Yeah.
first time I met him, he said he was evacuating because it was Wednesday morning.
well, no, that was his bowels. He was evacuating. He was just looking for your turlet at that point.
Well, my thoughts are with you, Grovant, wherever you may
at.
be,
Yeah.
and across the universe you go. So, I'm sure we'll get a check-in, but I do know that if there's anyone out there that could survive on its own, it's not him.
Right. Yeah. He thinks he's a real coon ass where he can go out and like live off the land. Hell no.
He was showing
Hell
He
no.
was showing me his multi-tool, and it had the spoon out.
Dude, that's just a spoon that he taped to a stick. There's nothing else on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he probably done lost the spoon.
And to top it all off, it was plastic. So
yeah,
it's a plastic.
It was a
he
spork.
taped a plastic spoon from Popeyes.
Hey,
and put it in
plastic's
there.
not going away, at least, I guess.
So basically, what happened on the Bayou is that if you think that the Cajun and the coon-ass people didn't trust or didn't have any love for the government before, they definitely don't have any now. Okay. I do want to thank the surrounding states that came in, helped us out. I met some awesome people from all over the country.
Absolutely.
Everybody talks about linemen because they want their power, they want the AC, but all infrastructure. I mean, there's guys that, there's a guy that I live close by that I became friends with, that he just works in the dump where the debris trucks go, and he runs that division of that. There's guys that are working for FEMA that are putting up stairs for high-rise houses that are in southern areas that have to be lifted because they're in flood areas. So there's a lot of moving parts. Unfortunately, even now, 5 months later, recovery has not come full circle, and the government has pulled out even more funds and resources, stating that this past week that debris trucks were going to stop. So any debris that's left on side the road will no longer be picked up. So
imagine the world having to deal with that.
It's like Idiocracy. It's literally Idiocracy, the movie, where we have piles of trash everywhere and nobody will do anything about it.
And you've seen the stuff in the media where they're talking about it, trying to push these bills through. But what they don't tell you is what's attached to these bills for them to not go through, and stops it in its tracks.
Right.
Because they have all these other little pieces that come with this bill in order to get something done, because they want to pass something through on the slick. And if they say no to this, it makes them look like an asshole. But if they say yes to this, it makes them look like an asshole. So every which way, we're getting fucked no matter what. So you have to fend for yourself. And by doing that and relying on the people around you, that's the only way we know.
Yeah.
That's how we do this.
Unless you live in the high income planning and zoning area, then you're taken care of.
Yeah, they all right. They fine. They eating fucking pasta and shit.
They were the first ones to get taken care of. So.
But the people that do the Simone's a big supporter of the barter system, to where I do this for you, you do this for me. I have brought people during the hurricane all the way down to Chauvin and to Pontchartrain and all the way down Terrio gas, and they, bro, what can I do for you? Man, I don't want nothing. Bro, you know how many people give me shrimp, soft shell crabs? Man, they're going to go bad. I ain't got no powder in my freezer. Either way, it had to be taken care of. It's not like they were going to lose something regardless. So here, I'm going to give you a dozen soft shell crabs. I'm going to take 30 gallons of gas off you, So instead of them paying me cash, for whatever, I got seafood out of it.
You got some delicious food.
Hell yeah, I did. So it's like that system is going on right now. There's a lot of that going. Man, can you come help me rebuild my deck on my house, because my deck's all massacred and popped over. Man, I can't really pay you, but I'll cook for you, and I'll get, I can get some beer or whatever. Hey, dude, that's more enough,
I mean, it puts in perspective just how disposable money really is. I mean, as long as you have the three things that you need to sustain you, I mean, the barter system works, It did. It worked down here.
That's the last thing they want you to believe, too.
Oh, of course.
And the digital system of money that they have in place right now that's taking over showed how faulty it is. Because if you did not pull out most of your cash flow out of the bank in South Louisiana when that storm hit, you were screwed. Mm-hmm. You were screwed.
You couldn't
get to a place. A lot of people were stranded.
You couldn't get to a place to pull it out, one. And two, you had no idea if it was even still fucking there in the first place.
Yeah. And curfews are crazy, man. Doesn't it feel weird being under curfew and martial law like that?
Right.
I mean, the whole you loot, we shoot thing is real. A lot of people have gotten shot after Ida.
Spray painted on their plywood in their yard.
Still today, right now, you can go watch. You can go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's true. I mean,
and everything's changed. The waterways have changed. The day after the storm, all of the freshwater fish, you could go to Bob's Marina and Bayou Black We still not really catching fish out there, but all the oxygen was taken out of the water. Thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of fish were bellied up on top of the water. It just killed that ecosystem. Here, we sitting there. I'm at work one day. Tauzin's fishing in Bay Wallace, which is a very, very clean freshwater lake, and he pulls up a 16-inch redfish, a saltwater fish, in way north in fresh water.
Should not be there.
That should not be in that pond. That has never, ever freaking happened. We fish there a lot, and we catch a lot of fish out of there, and he's never caught a redfish on a perch pole. And, you know, saltwater intrusion's a real thing. You go out into the estuaries now, they have sunken barges and boats everywhere. They have trawl boats that have sunk, that are blocking places. They have pieces where you would go out into lakes, and they would have a little floton, or they would have a little island somewhere that's not even there anymore. Now you got just open water where they used to have land. And all this has been affected, and our government just turns a blind eye. Why? Because they know how people vote.
I hate to see what happened to the
end
island.
of the day,
Did anybody know what happened to Ile de Jean Charles? I think it was just called.
I don't know about that, but I'm sure you've seen the pictures of Clovely. Like, it's...
Yeah, there is none.
It's gone.
It's nothing.
It's gone. All those little camps out there. I mean, like,
They showed two pictures of like where the boat launch is, and it's just a little road that goes straight into water, and there's nothing as far as you can see.
Amazing.
And you know, that was some of the best duck hunting I ever done back there. You know, so like,
and bass fishing. Holy shit.
That's
just scary because I mean, you think about
that's creeping up, you know, very quickly.
The inevitable reality that Louisiana will be underwater at some point is becoming more and more apparent.
Beachfront property.
Yeah, there are people already buying into that right now. They're buying into beachfront property because they know.
It's coming.
I mean, if we get another big storm like this, is definitely going to push it.
It's not if, it's when.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Grand Isle is going to disappear in the next one.
Yeah.
And T. Dave, just to touch on him real quick, his house was condemned. He got some connections, so he got to live in a nice ass houseboat with his little family. Go T. Dave, shout out. Talked to Chris Gaujo, he made it through all right. T. Tony did okay. Like we said, Anthony at the Twist came out all right, unscathed. So
partners are still kicking.
Things are still going good. People are coming back strong, and we're ready for season 3. A lot of changes are coming. It's going to be a cool season. We're excited. We're excited just to be in here tonight because it has been an awesome change of pace to get back in the studio for sure.
There's so many times that we said that this is an outlet for us to get a lot of our shit out. You know, like we need to air this stuff out for us to feel like whenever we go back into the world of not DSR, that we could just go back to feeling like normal. Like we've been keeping all this energy up, and we haven't been able to air out anything. So it's very therapeutic to get all these feelings and emotions and all this weak sauce in this nice gumbo.
So what's next for DSR?
Well, I feel like personally
Thank you for listening to the Dank Swamp Rebellion podcast. Tune in next week. We're back with Hey Thanks Part 3.